Sentimental FX update for the 26th of January for the QuasiDB service. From a sentimental risk perspective, we are risk on, and we have been for a good while. So we don't really want to fight this monster because it is just a beast. And what's happened today is that because we hit all-time high, we had a big surge of retail selling. So that just incentivized the price to go up to take their stops. So, I mean, I thought we were going to get all-time high and then it would just fall and then we get to all-time high again later on in the week. But it's remorseless, really, because you've got earnings season later, got a potentially bullish, hawkish Powell tomorrow. The Apple earnings might be, that could be a mover. The stimulus bill might go ahead. You don't know. So fundamentally, there's lots of reasons why it could rally, and then we could get to MR3. Because we're above MR2, this is our logical target. And even though, as ludicrous as it sounds, we can hit 3941 because we're above MR2. And if we were below MR2, we'd try and target MR1. So I don't think we're going to get there before the end of the month, but you don't know. We don't know what's going to happen. So I'm going to get back into trading tomorrow after the FOMC because today was a bit of a nightmare. I've made lots of pips on the euro pound, but I got caught out on the euro USD, so it's slightly annoying. But I just to say is try not to fight this trend. It's like a huge beast. So when our signals are in favor of the risk on trend, then the signals would be like fantastic. But the signals are trying to anticipate to try and buck this trend. And I thought maybe R2 would have been good enough. You could look at that as a decent resistance. So, but because we're above that, we can target this. So the moving average trend slightly heavy on the small time frames. Maybe we might have a little sell-off, but below MR2, and then we can rally again. But we're just heavily bullish, especially the sentiment as well. So gold, SLC above is 1878, SLC below is 1844. I've got a dark background here. I don't know if you guys can see it where you are. It might be too dark, I'm not sure. So for the rest of the video, it's in the white background, but I'm keeping to the black background where I am because I've been staring at charts for the last 12 hours and I find that the dark background helps quite a bit. AJ, where are we? Okay, so above 8050, 7938, and you see why they've got their stop there because of that. So they're trying to be clever. I think that's going to be a target. So 8050. Moving average trend is pretty bullish as well. AU 77.56. One below is quite large at 76.49, and they're selling it, so that's bullish. EA 157.21, 156.59, and some guys going long, so it should come down, which it is. EU 121.90, 120.50. Monthly pivot is at 121.50. So that's like the line in the sand. So that was like the big tick for indices because it showed that the Dixie didn't really have any strength at all, and it couldn't muster any resistance against the euro. The euro beat the USD because we're above monthly pivot. So we could close above monthly pivot for January, and that would be quite bullish. So I'm going to buy at the high level as well, and they're selling it. So keep an eye on 121.50. My entertainer a short below with a tight stop, but I'll see what FOMC does tomorrow. GU, one above, 137.50, 136.95, and that's a big move there. They really sold it. So it helped my EG trade quite a lot. That was quite a nice move. So I'm out of euro pound now. I'll show you why at the very end of the video. NU 72.50, 71.64. There's your monthly pivot. So that's your buy the dip scenario because we're above. EJ. This one didn't really move over the last 24 hours, which is interesting. 126.41, 125.59. Pound yen, I think we're going to get this 142.50 and 142.20. Likewise with the pound USD, they sold it right there, and so we came up quite a bit on that move. Dollar yen. 103.95, 103.29. It's them guys going long, so it's bearish. Keep an eye on this level, 103.55. So some support. Wonder why. Here, that's the reason for it. That candle wick there. So there's a lot of volume there keeping that afloat. They didn't want to break that, I assume. So this is quite an important level. Dollar CAD 128, 126.80. Some guys going long, so it comes down. Dollar Swiss 88.96 and 88.34. Technicals are quite weak, and the signals to sell on the technical, and the sentimental high level is a sell too. The reason why this triggered is because of the weak Swiss bubble. So remember to do your technical before your entry, and probably check your ratios as well. So that's something to bear in mind. And this really needs to come down to flush people out. I've been saying for weeks and weeks now, it's ridiculously skewed. Did gold, so I just show you the euro pound, and the reason for it is because of MS1 is 88.38, and if you saw the technical channel, you would have seen that Marco was saying there's some support, very strong support, 88.50, and we are 88.56 now. So for that reason and MS1, I'm out, but I made a good, it was a good run, and I held on to my profit, so I'm happy. I remain quite disciplined, but I think this is going to hold. If so, we could see the pound weaken a little bit tomorrow. So it's a bit of a tricky one. Hopefully the video helped, and we'll see what happens with FOMC tomorrow. We're hedged a little bit now with the signals, so if it goes one way or the other, we'll probably just be breaking even on the week. It's a shame we didn't get out earlier when we were up at 150 pips. Next week, I'll probably lower our 200 pip target to 150, and at least we're out at a profit, you know. But it did reverse really hard because of the S&P just rallied, and I didn't think it was going to get to all-time high, but it did. So that's c'est la vie. And I'll speak to you guys tomorrow, and have a good night.